Okay, Valentine's Day can be one of the most loaded days of the year when it comes to defining relationships. And for half couples, that's couples who have just started dating or maybe they don't know where they stand, it can make or break them. That's why we have local professional matchmaker Erica Kaibardas from It's Just Lunch Chicago with us here again today.
Hi.
Always great to see you.
Always great to see you guys. Thank you for having me back.
I've never heard of a half couple.
I've never heard of that either.
What is that?
So many new phrases in the dating world.
Right.
So a half couple is, well, half couples, first of all, get in trouble around this time of the year because a half couple is somebody, well, it's a couple who really haven't defined what that relationship is. Are they serious? Are they exclusive? They haven't really talked about it yet. And Valentine's is really that time of the year where, you know, couples are celebrating each other. So they're in this weird limbo for half couples. It's just an odd time of the year.
So why can it make or break some of those?
Why? Because you don't know where you stand pretty much. So there are some things you can do to kind of make it a little easier. And the first thing is, don't forget it's Valentine's Day. We can't ignore the fact that it's here. Yeah, it's here, and I think the main thing is communication. You know, you have to talk to your partner. It sounds weird, but if you just ignore that Valentine's Day is coming, it's going to be awkward. And the longer you put it off, the more awkward it's going to be. If it's like the day before and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, are we going to do something?
Right.
It's so weird.
At least it seems like with Valentine's Day, there are some safe bets. You know, maybe some chocolate, some flowers, a bottle of wine, something like that. That's not too spendy, and it kind of covers your bases.
Exactly, and that's another thing. You want to keep it light. If you are a half couple, you haven't really invested a ton of time with each other yet. And it's actually estimated that more than half of women will break up with somebody if they don't get a gift for Valentine's Day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So this is like a pitfall in the game of life. We never had Valentine's Day.
It should have been on that game.
Right?
Exactly, and then for men, there's so much pressure on them to get a gift. So when I say keep it light, I really mean give each other a break. You know, for men and women, just be conscious of each other and try not to overthink the day. You know, just be happy you're spending time with each other.
Okay.
So what if you want to take your relationship to the next level? Is this a good time to kind of nudge it in that direction?
I would say no.
Really?
Because this might be your first big holiday together. Remember, half couples aren't really in a relationship yet.
They're a half
you
couple.
You probably met on New Year's, who knows? So this is kind of a time where this is your first big holiday together. Let's just see how things go. And there's so much emotion and pressure on that day. I would just put it off for a little bit.
Kind of a trial holiday, it seems like.
It is.
Right. And we've talked about how a lot of couples start forming after the holidays, after they've gotten through that, and they want something new for the New Year. So you're kind of maneuvering right now. So the conversation is important.
Oh, goodness. You have to have open communication with
How
your
do you
partner.
do that and not be awkward about it?
You know, I always say keep things light, make it fun. So, you know, I think the best way to go about it is just say, hey, what are we doing for Valentine's this year? And I think one of the problems also is social media. I think because one of the pitfalls of being a half couple is you're comparing yourself to other couples. And social media, you see everyone online and posting pictures and, oh, look at that hot air balloon ride they did. We should be doing that. So you're overthinking everything, and it just gets you in a different mindset.
So if you're a half couple, don't compare yourself to a full couple.
Exactly.
Right. It's not the same. Maybe earlier we were talking about cans of wine. Maybe get a can of wine.
I was thinking that would be a good gift.
Time.
Sally says they come in 4-packs.
Yeah, get a 4-pack of canned wine.
I know too much about that, actually. But no, it's a good gift. You know, keep things light. You know, you have to do what the two of you want to do. So that's, you know, Netflix and pizza, or if it's an expensive dinner, go ahead. Don't let other people influence you.
Okay, you've probably heard some awkward stories. Like maybe you're a half couple, and the next thing you're going to one of those like hot tub suites. Come on, do tell.
Awkward.
Come on.
Good.
Yeah.
I would be awkward with that. I've been married a long time.
Just met you. No.
I think actually I talked to a client about this. I know it's happened to me before when you're in a limbo many moons ago, but she actually was like, oh, it was at that point where they still hadn't really had a relationship, so they decided to do something last minute, and that's why I say make your reservations early, because they ended up going to like a sausage shop for Valentine's Day dinner because there was nowhere else to go. So, I mean, they're still dating, but it's just a funny story. So you have to kind of plan ahead if you're not yet.
Yeah, you know, sausage shop doesn't really ring romance, does it?
It doesn't. But
canned wine.
Canned wine. Yeah, hang with us.
If you want more information about Erica's company, go to itsjustlunchchicago.com. Always a joy to have you with us.
Yes,
you always teach us a lot about the dating world today.
And I learned about half couples.
I know. We always learn something
I
with
thought
Erica.
a half couple was somebody who was in a relationship but the other person didn't know it.
oh, goodness. There's another word
There's
for that.
probably that, too.
couple.
We'll work on that next time.
Yes.
Thanks, Erica.